Hello, good day, good evening, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Spa. We will just do some fun beginner or bronze class races today. Some shorter events. And we have 1 minute and a half until quali. And it's been quite a long time since I raced GTEs at Spa, I think. And we will have my teammate Jesper joining us. He registered in the Porsche, so let's see how the BOP is there, but he's also not driven LMU on the new tires yet, so let's see how the driver BOP is. And I hope the sound is better now. Like, I realized last time that I changed the audio cable for like twice the length, so probably it was taking a little bit of the volume away, but it should be better now. I hope it's all like... Also, wait, it's hard to have a consistent streaming setup because some cars are just way louder than the other cars. Like the Porsche hypercar last time at Le Mans was ultra loud, but this one here is a bit silent, but audio is really good. Okay. It's confusing because in OBS, in this streaming software, there are the dials which show current audio level, and for cars it seems like it's struggling to know how loud the cars are because it's showing as if it's a little bit too silent, but in fact it's correct. So yeah, hi Marvin, hi Alex, hi MD, thank you for the feedback. Right, so we have 7 minutes quali. Track is quite... Wait, I need to double check. Okay, pedals are fine. What is this flashing? Wow, did you see that flashing, like as if there's a garage light going on off? Another thing, yeah, it's still like, if you remember at Imola it was similar conditions to this, like afternoon, sunny kind of, well, it's kind of cloudy now, and weather, like it's 27 air and it's 20 track temp, which is not how real life works, but the tires will take significant time to load up. Hi Yankesh, you fixed your pedals. Oh, the Fanatics. Well, enjoy the fixing. Have you guys seen the news about Fanatec being insolvent? Like, I don't know what exactly that means, but it doesn't sound good. Supposedly the Imola track temp is fixed, but I don't know if it's track specific. I thought it was just like overall feature or a bug. Alex, I'm using the same thing as in RF2. It's DAM plugin, like DAM plugin, and it's uploaded, or like there is a big forum topic on, I think, Studio 397 forum, and what I did was just copy paste the two files from RF2 into LMU. Yeah, it's that plugin, like probably it can be installed straight into LMU as well. Jesper, good luck.
Good luck to you as well. Don't be too fast.
I'll do my worst. Hope that works in English. I'll do my worst. in Slovenian it would kind of work. As in being the worst at being slow. But let's see. Tires are still cold. Second lap should be faster, I think. Is this flat out? I can feel the front start giving up a little bit as the tires are still cold. AMD, you were about to buy a Fanatec DD. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing there. They had such a huge company with quite a big fan base, and they have been quite a standard in sim racing, so I don't know how you can fail so miserably when you are in such a position. It's a bit too early into the apex, but it's kind of a corner without a missed apex, so it should be good. About Pogačar, yes, I did cheer from him, but I have not watched more than 0.1% of the race live. Also, my teammate Jesper, who is with me on The Voice today, well, he's Danish, so it's been like Denmark versus Slovenia battle at the Tour. Well, a vacation is not a bad choice anyway, right? But I mean, there is many good direct drive wheels and wheelbases available other than Fanatec. That's a bit of a lock-up. The rears are kind of locking. To put the brake bias back to the default. So, one more lap. Need to find exactly 2 seconds. So a bit more of a focus, I suppose. I don't know where the shift point is. Hey Charles. Okay, let's see. If I can gain the time. Not ideal, but still gaining. Slightly understeery, but overall well balanced. Can I gain 7/10 in the last chicane? Oof. Let's see if I learned anything from the lock-up from the last lap. Felt like better, but still 1 second off Mr. Hakkinen. Oh well, it's been my first two attempt at this track with this car in ages, so I'm gonna take it. Why I choose Aston Martin? I don't know, it just felt like a good random choice. Oh, I'm leaking FSR data. Where is the LMP
Do we have
log?
another lap?
No.
Okay. Like, I'm not sure what happened. Like, I just locked up everywhere. Like, I touched the brake and I locked up front right every time. So,
Maybe the Porsche needs way backwards brake bias. Like, I don't know. I locked up the rears actually into turn 1.
yeah. All right.
Just keep moving brake bias until you feel comfortable, I think.
All right. It's very odd now. If you lock it, it just goes straight.
Yeah,
And it doesn't matter
yeah,
that if you unlock it or anything, it just keeps on going.
Well, if you unlock it, it has good grip again, but it's much more difficult to recover the braking back. Like you cannot make the apex.
Okay. So now I learned I cannot lock up, basically.
Yes, yeah. It's
Not even a small one.
The lockup exploit from RF2 has been fixed.
Yeah, but it's like if you compare it to real life, if you get a small lockup, yes, you will lock up easier, but this is extreme.
Yeah, probably I agree with you. I mean, if you saw my stream from Le Mans from 2 days ago, or like whenever I streamed, 2 times the same mistake. I even said in advance I'm gonna lock up, and then I locked up and lost 2 positions.
Oh dear. Anyway, good luck.
Good luck. I think like 35, 36 liters.
I have put 38. Like,
Okay, I go with that as well, just for safety.
I think you're safe then.
I'm the only Aston in top 8. Or only non-Porsche in top 8. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be worried. Oh, the grid is forming. Like, there should be some noise that like we are heading to the race.
Yeah, it was missing, right?
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I think, sadly, it can be seen that that I haven't touched Le Mans Ultimate since the update. What is the lines? What is even?
You need to
Catch up?
be like in the towards the yellow.
Towards the yellow, isn't it green? Oh, that is yellow.
Yeah, before you cannot go into red, but you have to be like it disappears if you're in the correct position.
Okay. Out of line even.
And then it will there will be a big green box, but it will say keep 60, and then when green box disappears, it's green and there are green lights.
Do I get a penalty if I'm not in the?
Kind of, maybe. Anyway, good luck.
Erratic driving. Hold 60. Okay. Good luck.
Good luck. Oh, locking. Yeah. I need to let him through. That was such a big lockup. And I broke kind of early. I didn't want to do that. I keep messing up with lockups so much in this game. I hope I didn't give Häkkinen some damage, but I have some damage. But I mean, I'll go for it. Let's see. Wrong side of the track, but he will be very angry with me anytime I try to overtake him now, because I bonked him a lot. Yeah, my brake bias was set for kind of heated up tires. When there is less grip, you need BB more to the rear. I underestimated that. Yeah, I assume my race now is holding on for dear life in P2. And it was quite a Verstappen dive. Just not on purpose. Luckily the balance is fine and top speed seems to be kind of fine, even though I need to go significantly left with the steering wheel to go straight. What's the brake bias anyway? Well, for sure I didn't give Hakkinen much damage. Let's see how much top speed the Porsche behind has. Alex, you can. I cannot promise that I will have enough time to properly check it, but I can like quickly look at some values. Jesper has made it into P5 already. That Porsche behind has some good pace and the slipstream. Alex, is it a hypercar setup for probably for Imola or some other track? Like I say Imola because I assume that many people will do that special event with Lambo or Peugeot at Imola on the weekend. Because of that special giveaway.
What pace should I be doing?
I have no idea, honestly.
Okay, but what are you doing?
I wasn't checking the lap time, but I think our pace is consistent, like 3.5 gap, but probably will close in on me as I have a bit of damage. I enter this corner too early every time, and then I have this big understeer on the exit. following him into the gravel. Feels like as if I'm abusing the front tires way too much, but it's very very understated. Oh yeah. Oh no. 83% front right. Well, that's because of turn 1 lockup. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just entering a race or if they like multiply the entry kind of tickets according to how many races you enter, but I assume that once you have entered one, then you have equal chances with all others. Porsche doesn't really have any top speed. Assume I'm losing like a kph because of the steering damage. It's a bit of a better line, but still understeer. Just cannot get the front to grip. I suppose it's a good, like kind of good or well-balanced setup for beginner races. I was wondering, like, calling these beginner races is just, it shouldn't be like that. It should be just like bronze, silver and gold instead of beginner, intermediate and advanced. Because usually the beginner series have the highest competition levels of the daily races. Ah yeah, you need to click on profile and then on edit and then tick that promotion material or marketing material box. I have done that earlier. B-Ban, what setup do I have? It's fixed setup, if you mean the car setup. Defend this. Oh, come on! It keeps locking up. That was a big mess up on my part. Okay. Brake bias more to the rear. I didn't feel under pressure that much, but because usually into that corner one can defend easily. But then front right just decided that it's not gonna do its thing. Let's see if I can stay in the slipstream. Uroš, what is the reward? It's 10 tickets for like 10 rewards. 10 tickets for the WEC Imola race for 2025. Well, on the straights I'm kind of sticking with the Porsche, but in the corners, impossible. It's really good to see the cooperation between WEC and Le Mans Ultimate, so it's not just on paper, but actually. Feels like he just pulls a gap always on the exits, because he has the front grip. Jesper is closing up on me. Quite a big fight there for P2 to P5. I will need some significant mistake from P2 now to have any chance, I think. It will be hard to go any quicker. At least I think the brakes are now a bit better with his brake bias. Honestly, it feels like some American V8 muscle car with big engine on the front. It doesn't feel like 50-50 brake balance, no weight balance. Because Aston is supposedly having this neutral weight distribution, but the setup has moved the weight balance a lot to the front, I think. Just feels very solid and very heavy. At least I'm pulling a gap on Jesper. Ah, Jesper had a battle, so he's P4 now. I thought the Aston got some good BOP, but I was wrong. I saw some leaderboard with Astons in P1 or P2. Maybe I did some multi-class race where there were 2 Astons ahead. But maybe it was just the driver BOP. Just 2 fast guys doing good quali laps. Jesper is closing in. He could have one chance, probably. He will be too far for a slipstream here, but maybe out of turn 1. Or next lap, into the last corner of the race. Jesper will just about gain a couple of milliseconds from the toe now. But if he nails S2, then we will have side by side into the bus stop on the in the last corner. What a snap. Come on, 4/10. 3/10, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Please no lockup again, LMU. Don't do that to me. Okay. Nice try.
Well, thank you. I had to try something.
I attempted at leaving you some space, but I had lock up PTSD.
Also, yeah, it's. I think if you wouldn't have touched sideways, I probably would have made the turn. But I don't know. I feel it's like all about not locking up, and then you have mega pace.
Yeah.
So just
And it's
watching the
so,
replay.
like, you can load up the brakes so much in the braking zone, but as soon as you have a bit of sideways input, or the track is a bit uneven, then it immediately becomes very difficult.
Yep. So this new replay function, how does it work?
Click watch, like when you're in the like garage menu, just click watch and then scroll through. It's the same, like I think you have to assign the buttons, but it's like I have assigned the same arrow buttons and control for like faster rewind and so on.
Alright, just gonna find a nice way so it looks like you killed me.
Yeah.
You're definitely going straight. It's alright. So what's the next one? Was it LMP2, right?
Sebring LMP2.
Sebring LMP2, okay. Oh, did you say Sebring?
Maybe it's Sebring, or I don't know. But I guess your reference was that you don't really like Sebring.
Yeah, I hate Sebring. It's probably my worst like track on the calendar. Maybe.
You have said that so many times, and you have done so many races there. Then I think you can update your interpretation.
No.
LMP2.
So how do you drive this thing then?
Okay, one important thing for me is to go to settings and to controls and to calibrate, and then use steering wheel range from vehicle off and make wheel range 380, because I think by default it's 320 or something, and it's way too aggressive. And then just drive.
All right, we'll try to.
Gained the R. How did I gain? Why did I gain +2 if I was P3? That's very confusing, but I will take it, of course. Anyway, prototype fixed.
So they updated the settings or what on the steering ratio, because I noticed that in-game steering was off the real steering wheel. And usually it's not like that.
That happens if you have if you change the steering wheel range by vehicle. If you untick that and put your value, I think that happens then. But I mean, I cannot see my own in-game wheel anyway because I have turned it off.
Yeah, I'm still wearing diapers, so I need to see my steering wheel. Oh, that field of view is horrendous.
Worried for a moment because
need to go
was
forward
missing from the list. Yeah, very forward on LMP2.
So do you know what kind of lap time I need to do now?
No. We will see in quali. I think the cold tires are worse on LMP2 than on GTE at the start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. But it's because it's lighter probably, so it doesn't warm up as fast.
Yeah. And the car itself is very stiff.
Yep.
So yeah, it's fixed setup. Cannot do anything with that. And the hardest place to lock, no, Bahrain turn 10, it's for sure very difficult when it comes to lockups. But it's for me it's not the hardest because usually you are like slowed down enough that if you lock up, it doesn't really kill you. Well, as I said at Le Mans last time when I locked up into the Mulsanne hairpin, like at the end of the straight at 300 kph.
What graphing settings do I need to put so everything doesn't jump up and down when driving? I can't focus.
think graphics. No. I don't even know. Gameplay. I don't even know where that is. Maybe it's offline in the settings, like head physics and so on. Or like lock horizon. Maybe you have lock horizon on low or medium. Well, is your camera moving compared to your cockpit, or is just everything very jumpy?
Everything. That just jump. I think maybe the horizon is locked. I don't know. I can't tell because things are jumping.
It's impossible to exit the garage here. I watched people keep
Thank
crashing.
you, mate.
Oh. Okay. This pit exit is horrendous. And then the cars have no lock.
So you can solo using the same braking points as in Affected 2, I guess.
Yeah, kind of. I have full tank. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna do some corners with
So
it.
you already done laps here?
I did one lap with FFB off because I had to make a stream thumbnail, if that counts.
I'll give it to you, it doesn't count. My outlap is 53. Do you know what the world record is?
I seriously have zero idea.
Oh yeah, a lot more grip on the second lap. Already a second up in Sector 1.
Yeah. Right, so... Well, thank you guys for the tips about the graphics. Yeah, I thought it needs to be offline settings, because when you're in the server, many settings are just unavailable. Where can you send your setup? Well, can be in Discord if you can find me, or my Instagram, and you just like send me a link. Can be DM in Discord, yes. Okay. Well, that's it for the practice. Well, why don't you escape? This message is so confusing. Unable to join server. Well, I just exited the server. Okay, Alex. Thank you. Let's see. I'll check later when... Actually, no way to check today because I have Formula Sim Racing practice after this. Okay, join button is here. Tomorrow, I think I probably I will do some Peugeot setup work tomorrow. Well, I have already kind of a base setup, but if you watched my stream on... was it Monday? No, Monday was Le Mans. I think I streamed it on Saturday or even Sunday. Like in the compression of Aqua Minerale.
So I maybe have made a slight mistake.
What was it?
I forgot to register for the race.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not... that's not ideal.
No. That was stupid.
then I don't know. It will be hard to get back in sync, I think.
Yeah, because you'll do this race and then miss the GT one or what?
Yeah.
Alright.
But well, let me know what you decide to do.
There's an open race at Portimao.
Yeah, it's 15
Maybe.
minutes. It's in 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
If you do that, then after that you will have hypercar fixed at Imola, I think. If you have bought Imola.
I have not.
But either way, it will be hard to transition back into beginner. But well, I mean, you can do that if you want.
So what's your next beginner race?
Well, Sebring LMP2 and then back to Spa at
Okay.
18:30.
Yeah, so you will get the next GT fixed race.
Yes.
Basically. Alright. I'll just do some laps.
Okay, well, do laps and make an opinion on how much do you like the new tires.
I can already tell you it's shit.
It's much better than before, right?
No.
No.
Like, the lockup is killing it for me.
Okay, yeah, well, the lockup is extreme. But other than that, I think the balance is nice. Much nicer than
that is
before.
nice. Yeah.
Hello? I'm gonna assume this is... Okay, yeah. It was just loading. No scare, no worry. Okay, well, just drive. Ezio, do engine wear more when you rev it high when it's cold? I don't think there is logic for that. I think it's just about the revs. Revs and overheating. But it's probably very hard to kill the engine here because of the protection. Like, if, the shift protection well, disables you from over-revving it. But you can overheat it and destroy the engine, yeah, that's possible. Oh, I was talking about the Peugeot race, yeah, with missing fuel for one lap. To continue that setup story, wait, need to figure out what I was talking. So I completely forgot when I started talking with Jesper again. I think I talked about the Peugeot setup and that I have made the front very soft and it was really good. Except in Aqua Minerale, because of that compression over the curb, the front just completely died or like grounded into the ground. So lost a lot of performance. So I need to do some clicks tomorrow and then I can also check that setup. Wait, where is the braking point? Okay, I think with this car it's less critical to lock up. And yeah, Cahel, it would be really good. What's going on there? Do you see that? Flickering. Yeah, when joining practice. I mean, sometimes I join practice for a special event because I just want to have the conditions that I can maybe then copy into offline or whatever, or maybe I just want to do setup online, but I don't want to join the upcoming race, let's say. So I don't know exactly what... Like, there should be some notifications so you don't forget, but I mean, I guess we will get used to the system at some point. And we will not be doing mistakes like that anymore. Dan, no, we were not missing the race. Jesper just missed it because missing register. Quali map. This only has race map. Anyway, tires are up to temp, so time for some hot lap. was closer to the wall than I imagined would be. Ah, racing PCs, that was Jesper talking, my teammate. Well, this is his first experience of the new LMU tire model, but what did you mean? What sim he uses? Wait, I would need to think of how to make the chat in such a way that don't need to look up and down so much. But if you're asking about Track Titan and Peugeot setup, that's not the same setup, no. I think for the Peugeot, I think it was Timotej Andonowski who did... No, I think it was David. My old teammate David did the Peugeot setup on Himo. Actually, I'm not fully sure. I need to check myself. And no, about maps, it's just safety car and race on LMP2. The GTs have more maps. Oh, this car handles beautifully. And yes, that's a good point. Maybe it would be good if the countdown said like 5 minutes to go and then bracket registered or bracket not registered as a reminder, but probably not that important. This car just sticks to the ground, so nice to drive after driving the Aston at Spa, which struggled to get any front grip. A bit of understeer still. But provisional pole and 1 lap to go. Ay. What? Well, that's not gonna count, probably, right? Still counts? Okay. Maybe I can improve. Andy, why was that not a cut? That should be a complete invalidation. I mean, I did lose time, right? So, but still, I don't think there is any single racing series which would allow such a lap for quali. Hakkinen with crazy lap time. As soon as I started attacking the fronts with the fronts a bit more, leaning on them a bit more, I started understeering. Well, it's an improvement, but I lost a lot of time in the end, in the last lap, like, not in the end, but at the start of the last lap. Could have been close to P1, hopefully, but he improved further. Hakkinen is flying today. Need to remember to decrease the power cut a bit. I think 8 and 5 is too much. Maybe 6 and... I think I used 6 and 3 before, but I have not really done many races with this car. What was the lap times? Wait, I have half a minute to calculate. 10, let's say 12 laps. 3, 36 liters. Max pedal force, maybe I should increase that, but I'm gonna lock up. Nah, I'm just gonna go with what I'm comfortable with now. And try to make a move into turn 1. Have to remember cold brakes. This car has significant cold brakes. How do I calculate number of laps? I just put it into seconds, like the race distance into seconds, and then divide by what I think it's gonna be the average lap time in the race in seconds, and then maybe add extra lap of margin just in case. Not the most brilliant way to calculate it, or not the most comfortable way, but it works for this. Going off. I panicked myself a little bit and went for a... I scared him a bit, but I scared myself as well, so lost a bit of ground on the exit. I'm used to more TC. Now let's see if I have any kind of pace. Because Hakkinen is a very, very fast driver. It's gonna be difficult to get any chance. I should have put on my sim gloves. So many bumps and so much of steering wheel movement, and it's gonna be quite a heated race. Oh yes, Cahel. Never good to do that. Had to lift a bit on the exit not to touch the wall and lost a tenth. The gap is marginally increasing almost every corner. Yeah, Alex, great question. I need to see if I can adapt to the car and find good lines. I gained a bit there despite running off. I just struggle with actually the same thing, ironically, like with the Aston at Spa. Exit is good, apex is fine. What did I say? No, entry is good, apex is fine, but the exit is understeer and I'm struggling with that. Here. I just don't know what to do with the car. Just need to go slower. It's either snap because of traction issue, or it's understeer because probably the aero is set up in a very stable way. But I will try. That was a track limit copy. Well, Alex, thank you for the support. I will try to find something. keep having to lift on the exit. Ah, he has the same issue. Hi Daniele, P1 or DNF, understood. Dan, I'm melting. Sadly, I'm just melting the fronts. Oh, that's a PB. Purple S3, let's go. I'm catching. Hi Dalibor. I lost some time there. Yeah, use the curse. I fear only some automatic guided missiles would be of a significant help. Wanted to take the first gear, but the gear shift protection protected me from taking the good apex. hooked the curbs so beautifully. 4/10. I think he's struggling mostly in sector 3. Needs to attack there. Touch the curb. That little apex curb is so annoying. Touch it a little bit and it just kills you. Hi Michi. What's that? 3 laps to go? And the pace is just so tight with Hakinen's. No cut. He's not making any mistakes. Apart from maybe running a bit wide in the last corner, but the bumps there are weird. Coming into the last lap. Slipstream, come on. If there was a bit more tow, it's gonna be a big dive now, or what? He's been taking very shallow line into the last corner. Nice job, Hakkinen. That was such a fun race. Maybe not a fun race for anyone, but I really appreciate those races where it's not just about side-by-side action, but actual like battle with the lap times and mind tricks. And I almost, well, I did get him slightly offline in the last lap by kind of dummying a dive bomb. But it was just a little bit too little. Would need slightly more powerful slipstream, but they say this is how it's in real life, so I cannot demand for more tow, even though probably there should be slightly more slipstream in some cases. I had such a nice run through these corners here. And then a nice little look, and he had a bit of a wobble. But here, the issue is that you can use this gravel here. This gravel has a lot of grip since this track has been introduced in RF2. They have never fixed it, so you can really like... It's hard to know where the car is gonna be, so I had to like go for very inside. And if I knew he's gonna... If he would open up and go a bit on gravel, I could go on gravel as well, but well, he had better grip on it all, better traction, and then from here, could have I done anything? I mean, I could always have gone for the Max Verstappen dive, but I'm not a fan of such moves. I have already killed Hakkinen into sputter one, well, not killed, but like touched him way too much in the race before, so I thought, well, maybe let's try to be slightly cleaner. And run through here was good, but I just kind of washed white a bit. Maybe there is a little bit of dirty air still, so I could not come closer to him. And then dive here on the inside is suicide, because there is a big bump somewhere here, and then it just kills you. And then I just didn't have good enough of exit angle to do anything. So, well, it was a fun race. It was really good pace and good defense from Turka. 5 millisecond fastest lap difference. Oof. It was a nice lap time race and nice nice battle still. I must remember not to forget to register. And now I get plus 0.3. I don't understand this. So Turka was P1 in previous race, and there was another car in P2, and I was P3, and I gained 2%. And now I am P2, and I gained 0.3%. I don't understand it at all, but alright. So register GTE fixed, and then I'll read some chat because I have done that way too little. So Jesper with the Porsche, actually let's go for the Porsche as well. Maybe I'll get a bit more front performance. And yeah, it was I saw the CrowdStrike livery and I thought it was kind of fun to take that livery in light of the past week events. Oh, sorry for missing all the messages. And right, wait, I missed so many. Sorry, guys. I'll become better at managing the chat at some point, but it was a really hectic race, so I had to focus to have any chance. One more thing to do here. Max pedal force. And get less fuel. Ah, it's about... what? Wait, what? This is a bit weird. Feels like... this is wrong. Well, feels like I need to turn the steering wheel like crazy to get anywhere. Car setup, so it's 540. Then I don't know what this is doing here. Guess I put it manually on 540 and hope for the best. Because that felt super strange now. Maybe I'm just used to quicker reaction from LMP2, but this maybe feels a bit better. It felt like it was ×2 wheel rotation before. Whatever. Well, yeah, S of F was not that good because maybe because Jesper was failing to register. But yeah, I didn't really know it takes everything into the account, but I mean, makes sense. Ideally, I would have a chat, like somewhere like here. Yeah, FAB. But I mean, I'm just copying that chat stuff from the YouTube live stream page, and what I should do probably is use some Streamlabs or some like custom chat, which I will do at some point because I still don't have the alerts about subs and so on, which is quite appalling from my side, but this Porsche balance is very good. Look, it turns. Still understeers on the exit a bit, but it rotates compared to Aston quite a lot better, I think. Yeah, it just keeps rotating. So much easier to make a corner. I proceed to run into the gravel. I will blame TC. Cryptic use 4.8 in GT. I don't think it's wrong. Like, there is no wrong wheel rotation. It's all like a personal preference. If you like faster steering, you can adjust it. If you like slower steering, ooh, I have lockups. If you like slower steering, you increase the wheel rotation and so on. But in GTEs, I normally just use vehicle set so that it's one-to-one with what is intended. Still locking the fronts. Well, I mean, I still plan to, at some point, have Twitch operating. It's all just taking a little bit longer than expected, but oh well. We are not in any kind of hurry. Sim racing is not gonna die within a couple of weeks, so I have time to slowly set up things like they should be. And I will find a good way to put the chat and all good stuff like that. Actually, this car is still understeering on the exits, like the Aston was, but it just turns so much better through the whole corner before that exit exit understeer is not such a big of an issue. But I imagine that the car has significant negative rake on the exit, so the front just lifts, it stops doing what it should. Yeah, like it just loses the grip. These fixed setups are not best, but they are fine. Like it's stable and it's drivable, so that's alright. I guess I need to switch the server. Yeah, Alex, it's rear engine. Yeah, of course, but still, it's possible to set it up in such a way that it kind of maybe hits the rear bump rubbers a little bit. And that solves the exit understeer. Why do I keep saying oversteer where I want to say understeer? Dan, you prefer YouTube to Twitch? Yeah, I have read that Twitch has very limited like bitrate, and it's only 720p and stuff like that. But some other stuff are a lot better. But well, for now I have quite some of you enjoying me on YouTube and 0 on Twitch, so probably not a good idea to even think of abandoning YouTube and going to Twitch. So at some point I will just have a restream to push it onto Twitch. I will see. I should probably just discuss that behind the curtains and only present the best stuff on the stream, but I kind of enjoy just developing the streaming slowly online. Try again with this vehicle set to figure out what exactly is going on. At 49.0. Michi, at the moment I use 18,000. And yes, here we have quali motor map. It's funny because it says motor map, but it should say like engine map or engine mixture. But I guess it just reuses the same words from the hypercars.
So, how did the race go?
It was very hectic and I almost won.
So almost meaning that you ended P2 or you died?
Hakkinen won like right ahead of me. I could not stand a chance. Like he didn't do any mistakes, so I could not really overtake.
Ah, okay.
And I was not fast enough to just drive around him.
So you did he didn't do a Jesper.
He didn't do a Jesper.
Okay, that's good. So I did a little bit of laps here around Spa, and the conclusion is I'm struggling a lot on these new tires. Very slow.
Okay.
But I have Hani in the chat trying to help me a bit, so that's nice.
Ooh.
But let's just say that, like, I can feel it's better what he's saying, but I can't do it.
Okay. I mean, you need 1,000 laps of esports practice and then it's gonna be fine.
Yes, but you knowing me, we know that, like, I usually do 5 and then I'm happy and then I go away.
I know.
So which car are you in?
Porsche, but at the moment my game is completely frozen and stuck and I don't know what to do.
Okay. I can tell you that I needed to have a toilet break before this
I
qualifying.
probably need to rejoin the server.
Oh no. Well, I tell you, oh no, and all my viewers, oh yes. But
And your mic went dead.
what about now?
Now it's better. Yeah, you know what happened to me? I pressed escape and before I could click go to garage, the session moved and the game just could not process it.
Lovely. I also had 2 game crashes today before entering a server or a session.
As long as it's not during a race.
Yeah, then it's fine.
Anyway, good luck for the quali.
I need it. If I have the same log up fest like last time, then
I tried 49 front brake bias and it was a bit better.
yeah, like Hani told me 49.5 is what he's using. And I can definitely brake harder and more aggressive. But I just didn't see the lap time gain. It's like I'm overdriving on the entry, and then yeah, with these new tires, I'm just pushing wide. And then also, you know, the right-hander. No, sorry. I'll be more specific. The right-hander. There's 2 right-handers before leading up to Blanchimont.
Yeah.
The first right-hander, I just simply cannot hit it. I cannot get any rotation from the rear. Usually I'll do like a bit of trail braking to get the rear to rotate and then early on power to keep the rotation. Otherwise just understeer. But
yeah, it's a very difficult corner, like since ever in RF2. Yeah, the front just doesn't grip and then the rear steps out. There is just not a neutral balance there.
And I think it's even harder now, at least in Porsche. I have absolutely no clue.
Alright, I'm just happy that I made it back into the server. But that's... I don't know if it was a graphic driver reset. I think the game just cannot...
Some say...
cannot escape. Yes, Jesper pressed the push to talk button by mistake. Like, because I pressed escape and wanted to go to garage, but at the same time the game was trying to move the session, so I need to submit a trace so they can fix it. Hi Victor, who are we coaching? It's my esports teammate with whom we have won Le Mans virtual races in the past. Mr. Jesper. He's the Mr. Reseller of half of my sim equipment. I said that wrong. He's the reseller from whom I got half of my sim equipment. Quali Mip, Mip, Map, whatever. My tongue. I have missed many messages, but well, Quali now. Focus, focus. Let's spin before I start the lap. Ah, PC 8 to 8. I prefer that. I hope it's 2-shot quali, but yeah, it has to be two laps. I think I made it back in time. Quite a lot more pleasant to drive than Aston. Oh, even purple sector too. Have I underfueled? Hope I can do another lap after this. Was not ideal. Big lockup, but somehow I made it into the apex. I will be marginal on fuel. I should be safe in P2 though. Whoa! Okay. Porsche things. Let's watch. Wait, what? What happened there? I guess I clicked some other car. I landed from the curb and it just gave me so much rotation. I think I was still driving like it was Aston, and in Aston I was just trying to do everything to get any bit of extra rotation, but with the Porsche that's not a problem. Oof. Wait, let's check. Fuel. Brake pan. No, what am I doing? 20 times 60.
All right. How many laps did you make in the end?
One, and I would probably have another one, but I spun.
Hmm. All right. It's so... You have to be so effing smooth.
Yeah. I spun out because I was trying to rotate more, because with the Aston I could not rotate at all, but this thing's kind of rotates.
If I want to try max pedal force, where is custom? Is it that the one?
Wheels and so setup, wheels and brakes, max pedal force.
Max pedal force.
Yeah, on 100 or like 80,
Interesting.
80 kilogram. Yeah.
So, am I going to spin now?
Maybe.
I'll put the brake bias at 50.
I still locked up the fronts even with
Okay.
49.0. And you will lock more into turn 1 because it's cold tires.
Oh, no. Like, why do I change things right into, like, the race?
Well, we make these races as stressful as possible so that we are prepared more for... Why are you going so slow?
Because I'm useless at going 60.
Get better at going 60 then. We can practice
Out
that.
of line. Yeah, I will. I can do better. 60 is just... When reading the chat and so on, it's not that easy.
Alright. Well, good luck. Don't lock up.
I think I'll spin and die because of that change, but...
Enjoy.
Pit limiter. You are so clever. Like, I feel so rookie-like. Not figuring stuff like that out.
I got drive-through for speeding.
Oh no. Really?
Is there some done or end in the chat?
I was so afraid for dying in turn 1 that I braked at, I don't know.
No, I
200
went
before.
I went where the green box for a stay at 60 showed up, but I slowed down.
Oh.
Big F, yes.
I'm so gonna spin down here. Oh no. Spin in 3.
I almost made you spin. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I stay out until I have to box and then try to overtake. But that's so silly. Like, I mean, it's early access and everything, but still. I've seen so many weird penalties because of the start procedure. And there is absolutely nothing I could have done differently. Apart from not speeding, of course, but I didn't speed like it. I marginally accelerated when the game trolled me, when it showed a big green box in the middle of the screen. Which can only mean one thing, right? But in LMU, that's not what it means. In LMU, big green box means slow down to 60. So annoying. Anyway, how many laps do I have? Does it say anywhere? I guess it will tell me at some point that I have to box, not to get DQ'd. Andy 5 laps copy. Yeah, I will send the trace. Well, I locked up, but it looks like the Porsche can handle a lockup better. Well, big push now. Yes, the drive-through is like 15 seconds. The eye panel tells you. I don't know what is. Ah, this is the eye panel. Ah, I see. Should be 7 laps to go, which means I need to gain a second and a half per lap, and so on. Not gonna happen. But we can hope that Jesper and Vojta in P2 and P3 are gonna battle hard and lose some time. Now this is a legit line, no cuts. I really hope they will at some point fix these cuts. It's just completely broken. You can just extend as you wish in many places. It's perfectly legit line to actually like go to wheels on the gravel there. Somehow the grip is good. Yeah, Oscar, that would be the ideal thing for me, but it's not gonna happen, right? It's not easy to actually lose 10 seconds. Let's see how much time I gain by not running wide here. Oh well, it's a bit faster. But still it was faster previous lap, because like it was faster after missing the apex to just floor it and use the gravel, rather than missing the apex and then slowing down further. But I guess the cut calculation only takes like one reference line for a corner, and if I lost time compared to that, it's not a cut. But in real scenarios, it's more nuanced than that. But it's alright. Much better than many other games randomly penalizing you, or saying you have to give up 2 seconds after losing actually a tenth or two. But always room for improvement, of course. I wonder how much of lost drive-through actually is. Because these cars are not fast compared to F1, and in F1 it's usually like 15... Well, how much is it? 15 seconds-ish, but the speed limit is 100. And here it's 60, but cars are going by with 250 kph, and in F1 they are going a lot faster. Looks like Police 93 doesn't really have the ultimate pace to attack Jesper yet. There is a big gap between P5 and P6. I hope I can actually exit ahead of P6. But here we go. Box, box, box. Not box. Drive-through is not box. I'm useless. Okay.
Well, what was that?
I'm taking a drive-through now for the jump start. I made a nice 10 out of 10 pirouette.
Yeah, for sure. I was so afraid when like I gave you the insight and I saw you locked up and I was like, I'm not turning in, I'm not turning in.
In lap 2 you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
sorry about
I
that.
don't know what I was doing.
I thought I'm gonna crash you, but then the Porsche kind of gripped up where Aston wouldn't.
I still haven't discovered that wizardry.
This race is such a meme. But it was a very, very clean 360, right? You have to give that to me. So what, I have now lost extra, how much, 5 seconds? But there is really something very funny about that bus stop chicane in both R Factor 2 or LMU. It just feels a lot more difficult in the sim compared to, I don't know, even in iRacing when I raced around Spa a little bit. In any car. It was just a normal right and left slow-ish speed corner, and in real life they just turn in, accelerate out of it, but in RF2 you turn in and then the rear kind of wants to kill you, and at the same time you get a lot of understeer. It's just so strange, but it's a laser scan. So I really struggle to understand what to do here in most of the cars. Like braking is normal, and then you turn in, and then here, like it's just so awkward. Kind of road goes up and down a bit, which it does in real life as well, but it's different here. I'm lacking the words to explain it, but I really struggle with it. Anyway, 3 more laps. Let's try to catch those Porsches ahead. Okay, Sebastian. Yeah, I only really watched F1 on boards. And then I guess any other onboard was not really fully on the limit. But even watching GT3s and GT4s when I was at Spa for a 24-hour race some weeks ago, they were not that much on the limit. Although GT4s are a different kind of car. The drivers there are not necessarily pushing them as hard as F1 drivers are pushing the F1 cars. I actually feel a lot better turning in with second gear and then waiting for that elevation change and then downshifting to first very late. Are we side by side yet? Not yet? Now yes. Flashed me, but I don't know if I did anything wrong. I'm locking up again. So, can I find 1 second in the midfield to have a run on the Corvette into bus stop? I guess the answer to that question was I can. Have maybe gone for the apex, but that's the worst corner to go side by side at. Illegal pass. I guess I'm giving him the position back. But I think... Okay. I think it was not an illegal pass. Let's see. Yeah. This race has been something else. Like here, I got such a better exit. Instead of lifting, I should just maybe like make a dummy, at least like go for the apex and then bail out if I see it's gonna end in a crash. And then here I didn't know if he wants to defend the inside or outside, so if I went for inside here he would just cut me off, I think, so maybe it was better idea to go around the outside and then try to hit the apex of Blanchimon by when being completely blind. Not the easiest thing to do, so missed that one a little bit. Wanted to dummy him on the inside, but he was blocking it fully. And then a little bit of a lockup, but I unlocked it. And then he locked up into me, made me slide off track. I tried... I guess this is... Yeah. You know exactly what I'm gonna say, right? In real life, at this point, you take the runoff area and you give the position back, and then stewards maybe penalize him for crashing me off. But I thought that I shouldn't like cut the apex, but I should go for the apex. But I didn't know he was going to be that close to me. I would need an extra monitor on the right. And then the game counted that I overtook him off track, which I did, but because he locked up into me. And then the game says illegal overtake, give the position back. So I'm giving the position back. Okay, next race in 7 minutes. Let's see how much I lost of DR. Maybe I'm back to silver now. Ah, still gold. Okay, still golden. It didn't give me the results. Anyway, register LMP2 and let's take the same CrowdStrike car again. And then let's check the results. Event history. Rank breakdown. Only -4. Okay. Well, that's alright. As long as I have nice gold color, that's enough. Visually appealing enough. Well, now I guess Hakkinen will not be racing, so this should be my round,
So,
my race.
Mr. Engineer, what should I do with the clicks?
So you should go to settings, controls, calibrate, uncheck vehicle range and put wheel range on 380.
Yeah,
And then you
it's at
should go
420. That's fine.
Yeah. And then you should put wait, how much fuel do they have? I don't know. 15 liters ish.
15?
Actually, let me check what I took last lap or last time for quali.
I don't need to do any pedal force adjustment or brake bias or TC.
No, pedal force is 75%, but it's so easy to lock up. I think I moved brake bias slightly to the rear, like maybe 1%. And TC, I think 8 and 2 or 8 and 3 is fine.
8 and 3, okay. And 1 click rearwards brake bias, alright.
And for the fuel, it should be enough to have 13 liters.
For qualifying.
Yes, if you have 13, then you will end up with half a liter over the line. You can take 14.
Yeah, I'm taking 14, but it's because I don't want 13.
Ah, because the number is... Well, oh, I saw 2 LMPs crashing through the setup menu.
Yeah, that was me. Like, he stopped in the right turn and I, like, didn't expect that. Oh, I need to check the bumping thing as well.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not getting to drive anything. It's going to be a bit bad. So, graphics or lock horizon high, ultra, locked.
I have it on off.
On off.
If it's on off, then your view will be fixed to the, like, car. And that's best for the feeling.
Alright. Yeah, so...
So let's see how fast can Jesper get in these 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, Ezio, thank you. Thank you for watching. Yeah, no brakes. Oh. Damage from that. No damage, okay. I was not the only one to crash. Now this car has seriously cold brakes. Like, it's insane. You really need to hit them up, otherwise no way to do any corner. And then combine cold brakes with cold tires and it's nightmare stuff. Ryan, they have updated the seat range movement on some cars. Like I can go so much forward. But on some other cars you cannot. Like I think the new Peugeot and Lambo have quite limited wheel range. Camera range. You need to put it low enough so that the smile on the bottom is visible. Well, that was a lockup. But only lost 3%. It's time to join the actual server. Remember 55 brake bias. 50.5. Just checking if I know anybody else. Wait, David Cook. That kind of reminds me of... Was him David? Some years ago in Formula Sim Racing, there was like some second tier series champion that was, I think, David Cook. Or maybe it was not David. Cannot remember. Anyway. It's funny because sometimes you can click the join button on the top left, sometimes on bottom right, sometimes you need to go out of the menu and back into it to find the join button. Anyway. Alright, Oscary, good night. Have a good sleep. Well, Nicholas, 3 minutes of practice is optimal. Like, all the top tier esports should be like that. Like a random draw of car and of track with a choice of many cars and tracks. And then all jump in the server, 3-minute practice, and then straight to quali. That would be most fun to watch. At 50.5, yeah.
I had a server crash. Unable to join server, it says. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Well, you have 2 minutes. I guess you can just go out of the game and back in. It says unable to join server on the right sometimes for no reason. Like I sometimes just like am in the server and then I manually exit the server and then it says unable to join even though I didn't even try to join. I just under control exited it, so ignore that red box on the right.
Yeah, it is joining, even though it said unable to.
Okay.
It's just frozen at 55%, but I
yeah,
guess...
it freezes, like sometimes it freezes at 48, sometimes at 55. Oh, come on!
It seems like, I mean, again, I need to change that graphic setting again.
No,
That
then.
was horrendous.
Well, if it didn't crash, it should be saved. Like if the game stayed open, or you mean the whole game crashed?
No, the whole game didn't crash, it was the server that crashed. Am I right in seeing that we're in practice still?
Yes, 55 seconds of practice.
Okay, so
yeah, you joined.
Yeah, I'm in. But my server went to, like, practice session went to 0, and then it crashed. So I don't know if it was out of sync or something like that.
We will be submitting traces after the stream.
Okay.
I have 2 traces to submit as well.
What was the TC again? 8 and 3?
Yeah, I think default is 8 and 5, but 5 is a bit excessive, so... I think even 6 and 2 or 6 and 3 is right, but you have to get used to it. So like, I think 8 and 3 is fine. 8 and 3 should do the job.
Alright.
And then the second gear is very long, but first is very short. So there are some corners where you feel like you have to go to first, but actually second is better.
Okay. I guess I have to figure it out in qualifying.
Yes, enjoy.
I won't be.
Someone is wishing you good luck in the in-game chat. In Danish.
In Danish? How nice. Who is it?
Well, the chat went off now, so I don't know.
Okay. Mr. Unknown, thank you for the good luck.
Ah, now it appeared again, so it's
Ah,
11. A11.
yeah. Then I know who it is. I thought it was in your chat. I saw it now.
No, in the in-game.
Yeah. So I know who that is. Is he on the server? Yeah, he is. I see.
Yeah.
Can I write? Yes.
Same as in RF2. Press T, I think it's by default.
There we go.
No idea what it means, but I guess it's nice words.
Yes. It means thank you and good luck to you as well. Ooh, I just had a double downshift. That was interesting.
Uh-oh.
Good luck.
Good luck. Alex, I don't use tiny pedal. I heard a lot of it, but I have never tried it. Or maybe I have tried it in the past. I'm not sure. But some years ago. Wait, what is the tiny pedal for? It's not just for the pedal overlay, right? It can do some other stuff as well? Ah, okay, Joao. Interesting. I mean, Motec and SimHub, which I use, can probably do the same, but probably Tiny Pedal has better interface. I really wonder how quickly can Jesper learn this car. Just try to have a clean running quali without any excessive risk in pushing. Oh, P1 by 7 milliseconds, nice. bit too much of the curb. It's a nice improvement. Let's see what Whisper can do. He's close on pace, he's not far. Wide. But still gaining. But the tires are taking quite a long time to hit up to optimal temps. Is the apex. That was very poor. Not going to be 3 purples, most likely, but still should be enough for pole. Oh, even the third one was a purple. Very nice, but Jesper, well, basically 2 tenths off. Very fast guy.
Congrats.
Well, Jesper, that was quick learning from you.
Yeah, I was surprised as well myself. But yeah.
By the way, previous race I started with 38 liters and ended with 3.3, so 35 is sufficient.
I'll do 37, because I'm usually a little bit heavy fuel user.
I do 37 then as well.
Well, do 35, then I have an excuse.
No. I will not give you any excuse.
So cold tires, cold brakes.
Yeah, especially cold brakes.
Yeah.
I almost had the chance at P1 in the previous race because Hakkinen had cold brakes and I did hit them up. So he almost like went wide into turn 2 and I had quite a nice run on him out of
Nice.
that complex.
Like, if I were you, I would look in the rearview mirror into that one.
Well,
Because I have no clue what I'm doing.
out of line. What? wants me to turn into Jesper, or what does it want me to do? I went a bit to the right before, but it said I have to go on my line, and my line was almost in your car.
Yeah, my line is so wide. What the...
This is so
Like,
strange.
I have to...
Anyway, enjoy.
Enjoy. Oh, that was not the green flag. Am I in front of you?
Did you get penalty for that?
No.
Okay, well,
Okay.
lucky you. I did the
Yeah.
same at Spa and got a penalty for it. Oof, alive. Okay. All is good. Not even a green cat calculation. Why does everything have to be so hectic always when I race? Of course. Nice try. And I thought I heated up the brakes and that I broke early for turn 2, but the car just pushed wide like crazy. Ah, Alex, about the plugin. I'll tell on the straight. I had exactly the same issue as you like 10 years ago. You have to find user data.
The dirt here is wild.
It's... you can feel it, yes. So Alex, you need to go to LMU, user data, player, find demplugin.ini, open it with notepad, and then you will find extra channels at the bottom. They're probably on 0. You can put them to 1, 2 or 3. I think depends on how much of a logging rate you want on them. And that will open up the extra channels. I don't know why they are not there by default. You can also change the male or female notification sound into beeps, and you can set the global logging rate, so you can get up to 100 Hertz, I think, of logging rate, or 1000 even. But yeah, I had that issue, I remember, long time ago, but I could not understand where is that right height channel. But yeah, I just need to enable it. And about the difference between 1, 2, 3, I'm not fully sure. I think if you have the global logging rate like in the middle of that list on 5, then it will automatically force all the channels to be logged at max rate. But if you don't, then I think if you have that on 1 or 2, then the separate channels can be set to like log faster. But you have to know that if you have stuff on 1, then the log file will have like 3 kilobytes. No, megabyte. No, it has to be megabytes, right? 3 megabytes. And if you have logging rate on max, then it will get towards the gigabytes for the long runs. Like if you do like triple stint in a race, log that on max rate, the file will be enormous. Jesper has some nice place there, and I'm just messing up like crazy. I kind of feel comfortable to some extent because I know how difficult it is to overtake. I need to focus slightly more. I didn't even do a big mistake, I think, into turn 2, 3, 4. I was just... I think I touched the apex curve a little bit at turn 4. It made me lose 2/10. Then Jelle, for sure. No, Jesper learns so fast and drives so fast. I just need to make him drive the hypercars. I've never seen any sim racer being that much against joining a server in a hypercar. Yeah, Alex, like you will see the graphs even if you put it, if you put all the channels on one, then the graphs will just be like zigzaggy, because the data points will be so far ahead, or like far apart. Then if you put it to max, then you will be able to scroll in like crazy and see so much detail in everywhere. But I mean, most of the time it's not really that useful. Like ideally the modec files, the log files are like 15 or 20 megabytes ish, so you can actually just drag and drop them into Discord and send to people, to teammates and engineers or whatever. So no need for Google Drives or WeTransfers or anything like that. But I admit I have not managed to do that yet. So when I go for a run, even like a quali lap is like 50, 60 megabytes. But sometimes it is important to have that extra logging, because maybe there is just like 2 or 3 samples in some corner which show you that you're actually hitting the ground pretty hard in one bump, and if you have logging rate on too low, you could miss it. But I think I just have the default numbers. Like I think I have it on, or maybe it's all on 3 for me, or maybe global on 3 and the others on 2. Terabyte HDD. Well, then max it out. Yeah, no worries, happy to help. Especially knowing how much I struggled with it and tried to figure out why it wasn't working. That wide line through Sunset Bend is just so much more calm, much less bumps and everything, but it's so much wider. Just don't feel like I know what's faster and what's not faster. Who do I think is gonna win FSRWC? I will win the race and Owen will win the championship. But it's maybe 60% chance for Owen and 40 for Yannick. And I have like 30% chance of winning the race, but let's see. I've not even done a proper race stint or even a single quali lap, so I cannot really talk too much. But I felt fast. That huge bump at the apex is quite annoying. But the RF2 traditionally is able to eat the bumps quite good. And same with LMU despite tire updates. But maybe to lesser extent. Trying not to push too hard. Happy to just keep the gap to Jesper and observe if he actually keeps learning and starts coming closer. But I need to preserve some energy because we have a big testing session for Formula Sim Racing WC in the evening, in the later evening, which I unfortunately cannot stream because of, well, data and hiding the data. I don't even know what kind of lap times we did in previous round when we drove with Hakkinen around here. I think there were some 49s, but we were on some extreme limit there. Joao Jesper is, well, maybe faster than me if he tried. But for the general RF2 esports, when we drove together, we were kind of on similar pace, and then I sometimes had slight edge on pace. So I did most of the qualifying sessions for Le Mans Virtual and so on. But well, I have many thousands of hours in RF2 and Jesper doesn't really have that much of experience with it. Which makes it even scarier. Yes, Joao, we will be teammates with the McLaren 720. And we will have a beautiful Rafa livery from their GT4, as everybody can expect. Love it how most of my streams at some point turn into language conversation. It's quite nice. Will I stream any VC practice? Potentially. So for VEC it's fun to... Probably it's fun to stream the long runs with traffic, so like if the race is on Saturday, then there is always a lot of people in the server on Friday evening, and then it's interesting to drive around and see how the traffic behaves. Although this year we will beat the traffic, but it's still important to understand what the LMP2s and the hypercars will be doing, where to move away to save time, and so on. So I might stream that. Although I like to stream as little of practice as possible and just like stream races and stuff where it actually counts. But I will figure it out. I would love to stream some races where it would be just like 1 minute practice, 1 shot quali and 10 minute race or so. And just like race after race. Maybe different tracks, maybe same track, just... It'd be so much fun. And more action and... everything, more racing. But oh well, sim racing is usually the most fun, where it's not just about single lap pace and 3 laps or 5 laps of extreme pushing and dive bombs, but it becomes seriously fun when it's about strategy. Any change to stream earlier? You mean if I plan to do early streams like morning stream or midday stream? That was the question. I did think of maybe streaming in the morning sometimes. Ah, you mean next week? I'm not sure what exactly you mean, to be honest. Well, Jim, you're welcome, but I'm really not sure what question I have answered. Sorry about that. Ah, okay, 911. Yeah, we have not really tested the BOP. We just... Well, I know that the McLaren is a good choice and it's a nice car, so we have taken it. Let's see how the BOP is. What happened to Damian's Cauron? Good question. Would love to understand it myself either, but I think At some point he sold his whole sim equipment and stopped sim racing. Anyway, P1, P2.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I lost sound on lap 2. And
Sound?
then, yeah, I had no sound from lap 2 until second last lap, where
What?
I tried to restart the headset, and then I had sound again and could suddenly drive fast.
Oh no. Okay. I
That
saw
was
you
terrible.
like at some point you were quite fast, and then you kind of dropped off. But it's
Yeah.
good to have sound, right?
Yeah, it helps. Like instantly when I got sound, I got a purple sector too, and I was like,
Poor
fuck.
Jesper. Yeah. Well, can imagine that. Well,
Unlucky.
don't
So
let it happen for some more important races, right?
no. So it says low battery, but you know, I plugged in the headset, but I don't think the other end of the headset is plugged in to the.
Well. I'm watching the replay of your jump. Like it's so stupid because that green box, big green box shows up and you think it's race go, but it's not. I did exactly the same as Jesper in previous race, but he jumped more than I. And I got penalty for the same thing. And he didn't. Must be something to do with crowd strike on my livery, right? Anyway. Yeah, the sound is so important. And even if... okay. This is how close I came to another meme. Like, braking point at full speed is like here. Here-ish. And I was already braking a lot here. Like, I started braking so early. The car just didn't stop. It was not a lock-up or anything. Quite lucky there. And then Jesper tried. Fair enough. Okay. Well, let's check the ratings. Thank you, Alex. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I didn't even try to avoid the wall. But, well, I tried to avoid
back.
it. Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you. So the headset ran out of battery once again, and I couldn't restart it this time.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's end of stream anyway, right? I'm just checking the rank gain and so on. I only got +1.
Rank gain? What's that?
Well, the DR.
Like, what can I see?
It should open on its own, or you can go to profile and event history and double click on the last round.
Yeah, it says I got 1 arrow up on the driver rating. Is that what you meant?
No, double click on it and then click rank breakdown on the top.
Yes.
Yes, Daniela, we have done 4 races and now...
Cool.
No,
it says plus 1.9 driver rating.
Okay. So you gained a little bit more than I.
Makes sense. I'm
yes.
P2 and lower ranked.
Okay. Oh well, Jesper, thank you for the racing today. I'll mute you and close down the stream and see you later.
Thank you as well. Bye bye.
Right. So how much does DR matter? It doesn't really matter. It's just like it's good to have a lot of DR, right? Like it's same as I rating. You want to have max. But at some point, maybe it's gonna be important to have very high DR to be maybe eligible for some competitions. I don't know what they're gonna do about Le Mans Virtual. Maybe they will just take top 20 sim racers in the DR or something. I don't know. And they can do a lot with it, so I prefer to have it as high as possible. But anyway, yeah. So this is all for today. We wanted to do this. My tongue is completely killing me. We wanted to do these 4 races because now I have half an hour of break before Qualisim, and I've not done a quali lap yet. And I'm speaking of Formula Sim racing, which will be on my stream on Sunday. It's gonna be the final round of the FSR series for this season. And yeah, SR is indeed weird. It's so easy to gain it. You can just crash a lot and still gain it. It's like, I don't understand it. It's way too easy. It's basically just a measure of how many races one has done without serious crashes and so on. Thank you, Jim, and thank you, MD, and thank you everybody else for watching. A bit of meme today with that Spa debacle with drive-through and the lockups and everything, but overall it's been enjoyable racing with Jesper and with Hakkinen. And yeah, I'll be doing that special event on Friday on Imola, and hopefully I can be selected with the random draw for that WEC ticket. And if you guys don't know, check the Discord of LMU. It's a nice giveaway. It's gonna be, if you start a race on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday for the special event, you enter a random draw, and 10 people will receive World Endurance Championship Imola tickets for 2025 race. It's a beautiful giveaway. Yeah, Andy, I don't understand at all. Like, I keep crashing, I keep cutting, and the DR just goes up. I don't get it, but I accept it, and I'm happy that it's maxed out. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Joao. Thank you, Pete. And Andy, I have had way too many offs and way too many crashes recently, but I guess overall it's still much cleaner than the average. So yeah, well, I'm off for now. Hopefully see you on Friday, maybe on track or in the stream. And until then, have a nice second half of the week. And bye-bye.